Hello guys, this is Crimson of Minus the Rumors, and how are you doing today? I am, again, by myself this week. Zero could not make it to help co-host, and our backup co-hosts could not make it either, so it is just me, so you get to deal with me once again. Tough luck for y'all, but oh well. The weird light. I got this like light going on, and it's like flashing a lot. So hopefully y'all can, deal with that. Hello, Pika-Wubs, and welcome to Minus the Rumors. There are 4 viewers. That's ridiculous. I hope y'all, I should say, are having a great time. We are about to start. And like I said, it is just me this week. So be sure to be active and in chat and whatnot. I actually need to be a little unprofessional. I need to pop out the chat real quick. I didn't do that beforehand. All right. So everything should be good to go. First off, we have the Pokemon tournament. Will be launching March 18th. So y'all got to keep the southern accent consistent. Oh, I didn't know I wasn't keeping it consistent. Anyways, the Pokemon tournament, which is a kind of a Japanese arcade style Pokemon game that is being put onto the Wii U, is coming out. It'll be out officially on March 18th. Some Pokemon that are already confirmed are Braixen, Garchomp, Mewtwo, Shadow Mewtwo, and Sceptile have been confirmed as of yet. They got kind of leaked through a magazine. Shadow Mewtwo will be a new Pokemon per se, a new spin on a Pokemon. And it looks like we may get a amiibo with this. Of course, the amiibos will be usable with this game. It's like a fighting style game, like one-on-one Pokemon fights. So brawl, but not as big, just kind of Pokemon based. It's really cool, really great. It's fantastic over in Japan, and I'm very excited about this game, as you should be too. How many versions of Mewtwo? Let's see, there's Mewtwo, there's like X and Y, there's Mega, there's the Shadow version. It's ridiculous. It goes on and on and on. Pika, you should help me host MTR one day. Alright, so all this is kind of just the beginning of their new. This year is the 20th anniversary of Pokemon, so there's all kinds of things, a ridiculous amount of things they're doing this year. We'll have a more Pokemon-centric MTR in February when that is the anniversary. All right. Next up on the docket, we have Mojang's Cobalt will launch February 2nd. So, we all love Minecraft. The parent company, Mojang of Minecraft, have been working on Cobalt for several years now. It'll be launching February 2nd. It'll be launching on the Xbox One, 360, and on Steam for $20. It's not bad at all. And they say the campaign should take about 8 hours in all, which is not bad. It's a full campaign. It was supposed to launch back in October, but they had to delay it because they want it to have no bugs and be feature full. So Mojang's pretty good at, pushing things back and making sure when it releases that it is 100% ready to go. So it's kind of a weird shooter. It's kind of hard to explain what this game kind of actually is. But this game was actually announced in 2011 for the PC. And they've been working on it ever since. Personally, I will pick up this game, and I will probably let's play it. Also, in the gaming world, we have The Legend of Zelda HD remake will be coming out on March 4th. So, if you love Legend of Zelda, then get hyped. Because one of the best Zelda games was Twilight Princess. for all-around games, and they're remaking the game, re-releasing it for the Wii U. They're also adding a new secret dungeon. What? So you're gonna be able to use an amiibo, a special amiibo for this game, and it'll unlock another dungeon. We don't know a lot about the dungeon so far, other than it's called the Cave of Twilight. So you can kind of guess what it's going to be, what it's going to be in it, but we don't know really how it's going to affect, per se, the story. Now, they're going to work everything where the Wii U gamepad is going to be really used for primary inventory management, which is fantastic. Amiibos are Nintendo's way of stealing all your money. This is so true. That's why right now I don't own a Wii U, because I'm waiting till the new Zelda release, not this one, the actual new game, and then I'll buy a Wii U and then spend all my money on Amiibos. But I didn't personally like the idea of the Amiibos when they first came out. Now, once I started seeing how they were incorporating them into the games, I'm like, okay, so it not only does it save data, but it also does cool things like this one, unlocking a dungeon. There, you can also use different amiibos in this game to fill your hearts or replenish your arrows. Like Toon Link and Sheik will be able to be compatible with this game. So I'm really starting to like how they're starting to incorporate the amiibos. They should have had this more when it was released, when the amiibos were announced, but we're now really starting to see the good of the amiibos, other than it's a huge cash cow for Nintendo, because there's a ridiculous amount and they never have what you want. But yeah, I am very excited for the Zelda Twilight Princess release on the Wii U, coming out March 4th. Be sure to pick it up. I know I will. So, in other news, we have... So, Steam just had their winter sale. Right now, we've got the Humble Store. If you don't know what that is, the Humble Bundle, you can pay just a little bit of money, kind of donate some money, and get a ridiculous amount of games. They're kicking off its own winter sale. So you'll be able to get games like Skyrim for $10, Witcher 3 for $30, Rocket League for $14, Shovel Knight for $10. I would love getting these games for that much money. It's a ridiculously low prices. And it's probably good this is coming after the Steam sale, because it means Steam can make more money. And then if you didn't get something you wanted, then you might be able to get it now. So be sure to check out the winter sale for the Humble Store. I personally bought things from the Humble Store. Highly recommend it. It's now running for the next 2 weeks. So... kind of jumping out of the gaming part of the stream tonight. And again, this is going to be a very, very quick stream. The streams tend to be about an hour, hour and a half when it's me and Zero. When it's just myself, they tend to be about 30 minutes at the most. I apologize for that, but it's real hard to have a conversation with yourself. So remember, Peekawubs, you can be in this next week. In the movie news, we have a little bit of Star Wars 7 deleted scene news. So, they've officially announced that talking about Star Wars spoilers is okay. The director said, it's been long enough. We can talk about things. This isn't going to be too much in the spoilery. This is deleted scene, so you don't really have to worry about anything storyline. Ooh, I can be co-host. I would love you to be co-host. So in The Force Awakens, we have a scene that where Maz Kanata, little old lady that everyone goes to see, and she's lived for thousands of years, or 1,000 years, or something along those lines, and she has Luke's, well, technically it's Anakin's lightsaber. and she talks about how she can feel the Force all around, but she's not a Jedi. Now, in the deleted scene, because right after all this, progressing the story, we don't really see much of her. But apparently, in a deleted scene, she uses the Force to collapse a ceiling to crush a bunch of the enemies, and that is cut from the movie. So in the movie, you don't see her using the Force at all. In the deleted scenes, you get to see her use it in a very, very powerful way. So there's a lot of wonder, who is she? Because this proves that she is not nobody. Also, it shows that she is kind of the opposite of Snoke. They are basically polar opposites. It's very interesting. They're kind of in the background, very powerful Force users, and they're just kind of there. Originally, she had... Yeah, you'd be like, what? She's not a Jedi? Now, you don't have to be a Jedi or a Sith to be able to use the Force, but apparently the scene was completely made. It would fit into the story perfectly, but they thought after the fact, it's unnecessary, we don't need it, and that's why they deleted it. It just felt unnecessary. It felt like a distraction almost. However, looks like she will have a return in the 8th movie, and apparently she will play a large role in the story. So look for a return of Maz, and a little bit more of who she is, because right now there's a lot of speculation going around of who she is, but I'll let you yourself dive into that, because this is minus the rumors. Oh snap. Alright, continuing on. More movie news. Alien Covenant to have an R rating. So, as almost all the Alien movies, 8th movie is coming out in May 2017. I just had that date up. Let me pull that date right back up. Yes. Yes, Rogue One, it will be coming out this year. Rogue One will come out December 16th, 2016. Episode 8 will come out May 26th, 2017. The Han Solo Star Wars anthology film will come out May 25th, 2018. Star Wars Episode 9 is expected to reach theaters in 2019, followed by a third Star Wars anthology film in 2020. We're expecting that to be Boba Fett, but not confirmed. So I'm excited to see the next actual Star Wars 8, to be coming out in May, because that's when they're supposed to come out. May the 4th be with you. May the 4th. Ha, get it? Jokes. Even though it'll come out on the 26th. Alright. So Alien Covenant will be getting a hard R rating. Most of the Alien movies actually do have a R rating. That's kind of what they do. It's one of the few franchises in history that can have a R rating for the entire franchise and be successful. Most R-rated movies are one-offs, or they're just not that successful. Apparently, Ridley Scott said that he only came back to do this movie because it was R-rated. If it had not been for that fact, he would not have come back. By 2020, I'm going to be officially not a teen and considered an old fart. I'm pretty sure I'm older than you, so I'm 21. So does that make me an old fart? And I know by then I'll be an old fart. So yeah, so this is we're getting the rating for this movie. This movie will be out in theaters, US, and theaters everywhere, October 6th, 2017. So this movie is quite a ways away. This movie must be very R-rated to be that far away and already have an R rating. Typically, movies don't get their ratings till not long before the release, so I'm very excited to see how much blood, gore, and just that's going to be in this movie. The Alien franchise is definitely doing a wonderful job kicking off, not rebooting, but continuing the franchise. Alright, on to next things. Unfortunately, we had some deaths this week. We'll talk about one in particular. Alan Rickman died at age 69 battling the cancer. We send out our sincerest condolences from Minus the Rumors to the family and friends. For you that don't know who he is, he played as Snape from Harry Potter. A wonderful, wonderful job at that. And he also played in the Die Hard, not the Die Hard. I can't remember the offhand the other movie he played in, but he was most remembered for. Oh, yep. He was in Die Hard. David Bowie, Alan Rickman both died at 69 in the same year. Illuminati confirmed. Yep, and to the same reason, cancer. But yes, he did a fantastic job as playing Snape, and he will be missed. He was a great, fantastic actor. Unfortunately, we don't have Zero here, who is a bit older than me, who could more relate to the people that did pass away. So again, our deepest condolences. But so a little bit more on the Star Wars 7 movie. It appears that so far Star Wars 7 has broken about every movie record that has ever been set. Just basically end of story. However, it looks like it may not pass the #1 worldwide movie ever created, which is Avatar, which it set the bar at, I believe, $1.7 billion worldwide. Now, the movie is getting ridiculously close. Oh, let's see. No, Avatar worldwide got 2.7 billion. And Titanic got 2.19 billion. Right now, it looks like the Star Wars Force Awakens will be getting around between those, so 2.3 billion, 2.4 billion. So it doesn't look like it's going to pass the #1 movie. I think it still might, but it looks like that the movie did exceptionally well, over $1 billion in America alone, which is ridiculous. But apparently it's not doing so well in places such as China, out in the Asian areas of the world. Apparently it's not doing too well, and Avatar did exceptionally well in those areas. It did well in America, but exceptionally well out in the Asian area. So the movies are kind of opposite and where they're doing better, but I still think The Force Awakens still might pass that mark, but it's doubtful because it's starting, to slow down on the numbers. But this movie, I mean, let's put it this way. Disney bought Lucasfilms for $4 or $5 billion. And in one movie, they've already made up about half that. Plus merchandise and all that is, let's just say they're making their money back. $4 billion for Lucasfilms back in 2012. So they've already made up half that and possibly will. With all the movies we got coming out and all the merch and all the TV shows and all that, they're going to make a killing, such a profit on this. So that's that. A little bit more movie news. A lot of movie news tonight. A lot of gaming, a lot of movies. Not much on the tech tonight. Transformers 5 will be the last Transformers movie made by Michael Bay. So the movie that is the epitome of Michael Bay. Big explosion, slow motion, panning, lens flare kind of stuff. Really gorgeous women. Apparently this is the last one he's going to be making. So Transformers 5 will be releasing in the summer 2017. It is very possible that another director could pick up the franchise, depending on how they end the movie. If they have it a good ending, then maybe not. If they leave it kind of open, then another director could step in, but I doubt it. Not many people can one-up Michael Bay when it comes to explosions and just kind of what Transformers is just robots fighting. So there's a lot of just boom, bang, and it is the epitome of what Michael Bay is. So I doubt anyone will pick it up afterwards, and if so, I doubt it would be better. So. Though, to add a little bit more on that, they do want to continue doing Transformers movies till at least 2025. So that's a ridiculous amount of movies. But again, you've got to have a director with the balls to jump in and say, I can do this. So we'll see. And we'll bring you more when the time comes. So, Legendary Pictures, which was founded in 2000, has worked with filmmakers such as Christopher Nolan, Zack Snyder, Del Toro, and lots of others. They've made movies such as The Hangover, Godzilla, Jurassic Park, Jurassic World, and then some other movies that didn't do too well, such as Black Hat and Jack and the Giant Slayer. It was bought by the Wanda Group, which is a Chinese company. So it was bought for $3.5 billion. However, one of the biggest outcomes that may come of this is right now the Pacific Rim sequel has been on and off the table. It's been canceled. It's been brought back. It's been canceled. It's been brought back. And recently it was officially canceled technically, even though Del Toro said, I want to still make this movie. Now that it's been bought out by, now that Legendary Pictures have been bought by Wanda Group, there's a good chance that this movie could happen because Pacific Rim did not so well in America, but did absolutely fantastic over in Asia. And now that a Chinese group now owns this company, there's a good chance this movie will be made, at least because it'll be focused for the more Asian audience instead of an American audience. So very excited about that. Never typically excited when a minor thumber's being based out of the U.S. when a U.S. recognizable U.S. company does get bought out or leave, but there's a lot of good that could come of this. So very excited about this. Legendary Pictures will be releasing Warcraft in U.S. June 10th, 2016, followed by Spectral in August 12th, 2016, and The Great Wall November 23rd, 2016. So some good movies that are coming out from Legendary Pictures. All right, on to a little bit more. This looks like it's going to be probably our last story of the night, unless you guys have something you would like me to talk about. Is Warcraft related to any way to World of Warcraft? So, a little bit on the Warcraft movie then. Warcraft is actually, it's a movie about World of Warcraft, not about the actual game, but a movie game. So, there's the orcs. Is it the orcs? The ogres are the orcs, and they're fighting the humans, and some way the human, like a human and ogre, like have to work together to bring peace. And yeah, it's about World of Warcraft. I've seen several of the trailers while watching other movies. It looks fantastic. It's a very beautiful trailer. The storyline looks fantastic. For a video game movie, the storyline, it's not so much about the video game. It's just the story is just great. I think it's going to be a really good movie. I think it's going to have a low... I don't think it's going to make a bunch of money because I don't think it appeals to a large audience because they're like, oh, it's that video game that no one cares about. But I think it's going to be a really good movie, and I will personally actually go see it. I'm just going off of random trailers I saw before seeing Star Wars. That's where I saw this trailer. So, I haven't seen the new Independence Day trailer. I'm very excited about that. I wish Zero's here to talk about that since he is again, I'm throwing him under the bus. He's slightly older than I am, and Independence Day was more of his era. Even though I've seen it, it's so good. I don't believe Will Smith will be in this one. I believe this is after Will Smith. But yes, we are coming up on the end. I had a plethora of stories, and then I had cut them down because I was expecting to be me and a backup host, and the backup host canceled last minute. So instead of having a whole bunch of stories for me to talk about, I only had a few stories because it takes longer for more people to go through stories. So you got to cut it down, and ended up with just me and not much material to go off of. So that's wonderful. But the last big thing I have, unless you have something, chat, that you'd like me to talk about, then I'd be more than happy to talk about. We have Deadpool. The Deadpool movie, which will be coming out in February, has officially gotten its R rating, which we are so stoked. Don't know if the movie's going to be real good. I'm pretty sure it's going to be real good, but it's everything we could hope for when it comes to Deadpool. It's got an R rating. It's going to have, oh man, this going to have cursing and everything, sexual stuff, and just the epitome of what an R rating throughout the whole movie. They made it clear in the rating it was going to be. They rated it what they did because it's throughout the entire movie. There's actually a petition, people wanting a PG-13 cut because a lot of smaller kids want to see this movie because Deadpool's cool and they want to see it. And their moms are like, I want my kid to see this, but I don't want them to see no rating. And they've had a petition going on. It's like, do a PG-13 cut. And it's like, it's kind of late notice and kind of like, why? You can't get what you always want. You just gotta have to deal with it. I don't know. Lenovo is going to be phasing out the Motorola name. In tech news, it's going to be Moto by Lenovo. I have not heard that. I'm going to have to research that and possibly talk about it in next week's broadcast. One last quick view, making sure there's nothing I've missed. I believe that is going to be it. Also, you can talk about the Asterix War. I don't know. I mean, I have to confer with Zero because right now we don't go into anime, and that may be something in the future that we delve into, either anime or on. Right now, we've got the live streams, and the live streams are supposed to be just cool and relaxed, and just we talk about the stories, what we think about it, where it's going to change the field, and whatnot, how it affects each thing. It's just a relaxed setting. Where we're wanting to start some YouTube series where, like, I will probably be starting a movie thing where on Thursdays, let's say Thursdays, I tell you about the previous week's box office, how movies did, and what's coming up in theaters the next week, a little bit of movie news, and just so you know, it's focused on movies, and it's less just relaxed, and it's more information oriented. And that's what we could do with anime. We're looking at bringing people on into Minus the Rumors. If you would like to join Minus the Rumors, then by all means, let us know. Either as a host, like we do, or if you'd like to have just a specific thing where you take part of the YouTube stuff, like a specific series, and make it your own, make it yours, and we'll just kind of watch from afar, but like, these are the basic guidelines, upload, blah, 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 and we'll kind of let you do your own thing, and you can be a part of the family. So if anyone in chat is watching and they'd like to join, then send us an email at minusthreemers@gmail.com or contact Zero or myself in any way you'd like to know for more information. New Star Trek movie, anything about that. Also, okay, so we talked about the Star Trek movie a couple weeks ago, so a little bit on that. This is the fifth, Is it the 50th anniversary of Star Trek and this movie's coming out? I can Google it real quick. I am very excited about this movie. It did not make it. I believe it didn't make it into the MTR Top 10 Movies of 2016 pick because we felt that the new Star Wars movie, Rogue One, would eclipse it a bit for just the space genre. Star Trek Beyond 2016. Star Trek Beyond will be coming out July 22nd, 2016, the day before my birthday, so that's pretty hyped. Also known as Star Trek 3. This is the 50th anniversary of Star Trek, so they're doing a lot of special things with this. I know the United States Parcel Service is doing some special stamps, and they look like the freaking coolest stamps I've ever seen. I'm hoping they make t-shirts with that. But I highly recommend this movie. I personally love the Star Trek series. I have not watched the new Star Trek trailer. I actually don't know what the story's about, so I will check it out as soon as I'm done. I could help out with a lot of tech stuff, not too much with videos. Dude, whatever you want to do, man. We'll talk to you more. Like I said, me and Zero are co-owners, so neither one of us can make a decision without talking to the other, but we will see if we can fit you in. Anyways, guys, this is going to... Ooh, you gotta talk about the hottest movie on the block, Alvin the Chipmunks The Road Trip. We're not talking about that because... Yeah. Go see Star Wars instead of Alvin and the Chipmunks. That's all I can say. Better money spent. If you already seen Star Wars, then go see like James Bond or anything else really. Anyways, guys, this has been Crimson Rose, minus the rumors. It's been fun. It's been very short, and I do personally apologize that these have been, the last couple of weeks have been just me and just really about half the time, I mean, even less than half the time as our normal podcast, but we are going to be changing the nights we stream. Looks like Saturdays are, one, it's a bad night for streaming, but two, it would work better for us to move it to either Tuesday or Thursday. So, if you're not following on us Twitter, be sure to follow Minor Streamers on Twitter, Facebook. We have a Facebook. I don't think we use it much. Twitter, YouTube, Twitch, and Beam. When Zero's here, we multi-stream, so be sure to watch that. Be sure to follow myself and Zero on our personal Twitter so you can get more information about Minus the Rumors, because we will be changing it to a different day, either Tuesday or Thursday probably. And we'll be starting some new series as well. If you would be sure so kind of hit that follow button. I will see you guys next week. This has been Crimson. Thank you so much, Pika Wubs, for showing up tonight. And I will see you guys next week. Till then, guys,